Go live in three. Hold on, we're gonna stop the music. Live in three, two, one. Transition ends, and hello everyone, and welcome to MISCHEIF Fight, our PPV for October. This is Hardcore Nerdcore Wrestling. I'm Rhythm Bastard here with my co-commentator Ernie. Yeah, of course. And since it's October, it's the spooky month, it's Halloween. We're both in costume. Ernie, who are you?
Uh, well, I was supposed to be Orange Cassidy, but my shirt didn't come in yet, so we had to improvise. So we'll just call me. I'm just Weeaboo Orange Cassidy.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I have some Merfolk Magic: The Gathering cards put upon my hat. I'm wearing a hat and a leather jacket, so I'm Tom of Finland. Yes. So, Mr. Fight, we've got every title is on the board. So let's go through that. While I certainly not as a way for me to stall while I get a lot of back end stuff up. So first up, we have the 3000 Brigade Championship, Bayonetta versus Sailor Moon. That's gonna be
This one's gonna.
yeah, it's gonna be a barn burner. Your thoughts?
My thoughts. Okay, so once again, Bayonetta has shown to be a very dominant KB champion. That being said, Sailor Moon has been showing has been one of our most promising prospects. She's a young wrestler, hungry. But with all that being said, even for her age, she's had a dominant run as undercard champion. She has shown up quite well during your climaxes and tournaments. And who knows it? It's just a matter of, and again, she's recently. It used to be recently her sort of kryptonite had been going up against more sort of or veteran and savvy opponents. And Bayonetta herself is a very savvy as they come, but at the same time, you've seen Sailor Moon during the 3K Boo tournament and the competition she was able to go through, and that maybe this might be her time to shine. Maybe the era of her, the moment of her just being a prospect is done, and now she wants to start her reign as a dominant 3KB champion here.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Sailor Moon, though, has like that, and we've seen more explosive wrestlers kind of catch a lot of even established veterans off guard. So I think Sailor Moon might have the edge on this one. I mean, what Bayonetta has, in her stable is that she's seen it all, she's done it all, and, just a matter of consistency for her. So, I mean, if she can perform tonight, then it's her thing to lose.
Yes, of course.
The tag team champion. Let's see. Oh, nope. Hold on. Two tag team matches in a row. The Mama's Boy, Scout and Spy versus Dean Off Students and B8. Curious how this one's going to be booked.
Yeah, I think more than anything, this might be the members of the Gymposium just trying to ensure that there is no shenanigans that could occur.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, Dean Off Students is a Gymposium. Or is it Slamford U? I forgot the canonical names of our wrestling schools.
Remember, Dean Off Students is Slamford U, and and Jonesy is Gymposium.
Okay. Right, right, because it's the Dean Off Students. I don't know. But most importantly, we have the Tag Team Championship, Punch Beef Himbo Squad versus the Jonettes.
Now, this one is going to be really exciting because you've got two teams of fan favorites. It's, both teams consisting of, essentially what was perennial bridesmaids. You've had members of the Punch Beef Himbo Squad, RPG's Palace Club, Oi, and how many times Oi has had to fight so many times to try and get that tag team gold, only to finally be able to get it working with Koyos. But at the same time, you've got a team in the Jonettes, one of our best tag teams with two very strong wrestlers. Again, Jonesy Spencerson, he's always consistently been in the title picture. Has had a bit of a run as an undercard champion. One of the most brilliant minds we have here in wrestling, and then accompanied by his star pupil in Toadette, who has also been consistently in that title picture, who has also had that taste of gold before with the Jilted It X's, and both have shown that some of their best work has been together. But at the same time, this might be a hill that they might not be able to finally climb over.
It's gonna be. I mean, as much as I love the Punch Beef Himbo Squad, just because of their, I'm giving it to the Punch Beef Himbo Squad just because of their name. Just because of their name.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Then we have the Undercard Championship. Fox is going up against Tactical Raptor.
If you look on the internet, some might say things all went downhill for Fox McCloud as soon as Adventure hit. Your general scales and all that. And you know what? Maybe now I can't think of a better first test for our newest Undercard champion, Fox, than effectively for lack of a better term, our most typical reptile that we have on call. But at the same time, Fox should not rest on his laurels against Tactical Raptor. Tactical Raptor, a former champion with the Lizard People, very, very, very smart, a very strong technical game. And at the same, whereas with Fox, that being said though, Fox does have the speed. He has that 20xx tech with him. He's used to being in there in the trenches since the Melee days, but.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a good thing Jigglypuff's not here, am I right?
Shoutouts to Hungry Box, we love you, buddy. Why am I doing that? He's still alive. He's alive and he's thriving.
Yeah, it's like, listen, it's kind of like when we finally introduce Jigglypuff to the roster, it should be the Hungry Box Memorial match. It's kind of like how League of Heels has the Jeffrey Memorial match, where Jeffrey's not dead, we just miss him. We haven't seen him in a while.
Oh God, yeah.
And our Trios Championship, B12 versus RED. I mean, if RED could get their shit together, I think they have no problem with this one.
Of course, and especially with the addition to newest member Red Link, the hero. I mean, what a showing they had against the Fierce Spurs, and that they might finally be able to do it and take back those trios belts into the halls of Symposium. But they've got to be careful though. B12 are so tricky.
I mean, they are part of the music industry. I don't know if they were supposed to be like a parody of a J-pop group or anything, but I don't know what they're originally parodying. I just know they're tricky, they work together, and that squad run deep.
That'd do.
And last but not least, the Hardcore Nerdcore Championship match between Kier and Amy.
Yeah, it looks like Amy was the one who stepped up to take on Kier's open challenge.
I don't know, Amy. I mean, it's going to be a barbarian versus a warlock.
I was about to maybe give it to Kier just because Kier might be a little more level-headed in this, but when you put it that way, usually casters don't do well with a full rage age barbarian, and as we've seen Amy perform, she is 100% on rage mode all the fucking time.
Yeah, hold on, let me just roll for initiative. Alright, I actually didn't assign anything to initiative, I just wanted to roll some dice. But up first, we have an unsanctioned match between Mario and Luigi, a cage match.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's been some bad blood, obviously since their loss last month, but we're going to cut to the ring now and see how all that goes.
Mr. Purdue, starting things off. You hate to see family members, especially brothers, get down like this, but at the same time, you kind of love it. Well, starting things off. These boys just already off the bat, just not even just mincing moves and stuff. They're just going straight forward. Nice drop toe hold from Luigi. Oh, but Mario able to dodge out of the way of the spin kick. Oh, now stomping at the spine of the younger brother. Oh, but Luigi responds with a Styles Clash.
Oh, God.
Ooh, and a big slap to the
Luigi's
face
here
of
to
Mario.
establish himself. Luigi's here purely to establish himself. That's all.
Oh, but he misses the diamond cutter. You know. Ooh. Another big slap from Mario. And a knee drop. You know, they say that nobody knows how to hurt you more than your friends. Where does that rule apply when it comes to families? Ooh, and a big diamond cutter from Luigi. Oh, but Mario responds with a nice slap. And once again, we're seeing just a bit of a, definitely also, weirdly enough, in spite of these two brothers knowing each other so well, it's still a very much a big sort of clash of, a bit of a style matchup of two very different styles. With Mario's more succumbed, very like no flash, all substance sort of style, compared to Luigi's just, for lack of a better term, just pure showman and wild style. That's only good for a 1 count though. Ooh, a nice dragon screw from Luigi. Oh, but Mario was able to break out of there.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, with every Luigi, nope. Luigi always goes for the fancy bullshit. I mean, you gotta love it, but also, we've seen how it screws him over.
It has cost him a lot of matches he should have won. Oh, now Luigi. Oh, Luigi trying to go for the quick pin now. Still only good for a 2 count though. Nice arm drag from Mario. And now Mario going for the pin. That being said, within that same token, if we're going to be talking fairness here, well, yes, we can talk about Luigi's sort of showboating and sort of flashing style, all costing him. At the same time, with Mario's style, well, again, it is a very substance-heavy style of just going, just basic, just standard level stuff that's proven to be effective. It also makes him a bit predictable, though. Oh, and now Luigi just showing no respect to even his own older brother. Oh, going for a hamstring stretch. God, I still wince looking at it because, God, my hamstrings are so tight. Oh, and lands the stunner on Luigi. Oh, but Luigi's still kicking out. Oh, now Luigi going in for the multi-roll-up. Oh, into the crucifix. But Mario able to kick out of it. Ooh, and a big punch. Mario just staring down his brother. And of course, even in a hardcore sibling rivalry, they're not immune to botched Irish whips here in hardcore.
Of course.
Wrestling. Oh, Luigi going in for another roll-up. Oh, but Mario still undisoriented. Oh, landing a combo of punches onto Luigi. Oh, but Luigi able to respond. And here it comes. And Luigi drops Mario with the Poltergust driver. Luigi's back up. Some of that wear and tear is starting to show him on him, though. Oh, but Mario misses the Super Mario punch. Oh, but able to recover, though. Oh. Ooh, and some nice technical work from Mario there.
Near fall.
Oh, but it's good for a near fall. Oh, but Luigi's responding. We went to a modified Cobra clutch. And Mario able to inch his way and get out, break the hold. Oh, and now the brothers are going back and forth. Oh, Mario just big brothering Luigi. Luigi's back up. Ooh, and he misses the cutter. Ooh, Mario with a big spine buster. Oh, he's going up. Landing the Goomba Stomp into the midsection of Luigi. Oh, and another big Big slam for Mario. Oh, Luigi, he's back up. Oh, and gets sent into the cage. Ooh, and Mario drops the pendulum nightmare onto Luigi. Is this gonna be it?
Luigi still stands. I mean, that's the good thing about hanging around so many ghosts, is that you're getting pretty hard to kill.
And at this point, Luigi is just operating on pure rage into a jumping hurricanrana, but Mario able to reach the ropes. Oh, and Luigi landing a flying knee. Oh, but Mario with the roll-up. But Luigi able to get the ropes. Luigi's still showing no respect to his older brother, and Mario still getting the ropes. And Luigi's still missing that cutter. Oh, but he lands the drop kick. Ooh, and sends Mario into the cage this time. Oh, but Mario responds with a flipping drop kick. Oh, and he is exhausted. Oh, Luigi able to get the momentum back onto his side. Ooh, and lands the Super Mario punch. Oh, but Mario forces it to the stunner. Luigi's groggy. Oh, but he was playing possum. Oh, and here again, just the lack of respect and just the lack of love. And Mario just not taking that lightly. Luigi goes in with the mousetrap. And Luigi beats his older brother Mario.
Showing him who the real player one is.
Ooh, that is I don't know. I don't think this is the and that was a 5-star too.
Yeah, that was an incredible match.
I don't, to be honest, I don't think the this is the last we've heard of the sibling rivalry.
No, it's going on. It's going to be going on strong. Who knows? We might want to tip into it later times.
Perhaps we'll just have to see.
Yeah. And up next, we have the 3KB Championship.
Ooh.
Bayonetta going up against Sailor Moon. This is going to be one to watch.
It absolutely is. You know, we've got the likes of, you know, very much just can Sailor Moon continue her dominance as like the future of the 3KB division, or is Bayonetta still going to hold strong? You know, it's, and in a way, it's a battle of very contrasting magical women. You know, you've got the magical girl versus the witch.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if this is a canon match or not, because I don't know if the bad guy in Sailor Moon was a witch. Because admittedly, I missed out on Sailor Moon.
Yeah, same here.
Hang on, I'm just gonna do a little bit of research. Who's the bad guy in Sailor Moon? Just for posterity's sake, Queen Beryl. Okay, but is this queen a witch? Oh wait, no, that is the wrong person. No, because I think I accidentally pulled up the villain from like the really shitty, like, I think Saban, like, Western animation adaptation of Sailor Moon they tried to do.
Okay.
Which yeah, folks, there existed an attempt by the people who made the Power Rangers to make a Western animation adaptation of Sailor Moon.
Just leave shit alone, please.
I mean, they did because it didn't go anywhere.
Well, yeah. Kind of like a Kamen Rider, Masked Rider, what they try to do with Power Rangers. I just need to find a good place to watch a bunch of Kamen Rider, especially the 70s version, because it's like, hey, I could probably make that effect.
Hit me up after this show. I've got the fucking connection for you.
Yeah, I think we could probably do like a one on our Discord. Anyway, we're running. You know what? We want to get this moving along, so let's start the match.
Oh, coming in first, the challenger, Sailor Moon. Winner of the 3K Boo Halloween themed tournament. I don't remember what bracket she won in, but to be fair, Sailor Moon is also a very common Halloween costume, so slay. And speaking of slay, here comes the 3K Beach champion, Bayonetta.
Miss Bayonetta.
Miss Bayonetta. Still riding high on her with the 3KB Championship. Riding high with the announcement of the third game, which is gonna be hype as fuck. And we're starting off now. Ooh, Sailor Moon started things off with a big swing. Oh, but Bayonetta responds with Snapmare. Oh, they're tying up. Nice reversal from Sailor Moon. Oh, in the test of strength, Sailor Moon. Nice drop toe hold. Ooh, and Bayonetta responds with Snapmare, though. I give Sailor Moon credit. She's doing a great job just keeping up with Bayonetta. Ooh, not able to win this test of strength this time, though. God, you know, Sailor Moon right now, not to just keep singing her praises, but she genuinely looks just so comfortable in the wrestling ring right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and a big flying shining wizard from Sailor Moon. Oh, but Bayonetta responding with a Hurricane Rana into a Pele kick.
Come on.
Oh, it drops Sailor Moon with the power bomb. Oh, Sailor Moon able to break out though. Ooh, and lands a Hurricane Rana of her own. Ooh, some big fists are being thrown right now. Oh, Sailor Moon gets the better of it. Oh, Bayonetta able to reach the ropes though. Nice snap suplex. Ooh, and another Hurricane Rana from Sailor Moon. You know what's... Oh, but Bayonetta able to respond. Oh, but Sailor Moon catching Bayonetta with a drop toe hold. Oh, jumps up. Ooh, nice flying crossbody. You know, it's starting to play off like you predicted, RB. Sailor Moon just having just that very unpredictable, just high flying offense. Just Bayonetta not really having a good time, just trying to answer to it.
Yeah, Bayonetta is also very flexible. So, I mean, if she can, it's going to be hard. But if she can catch her off her game, if she can stay on her game and sort of keep up with Sailor Moon, then Bayonetta does have a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm. Well, so far Bayonetta's been in winning in the striking. Ooh, but a nice dragon screw from Sailor Moon. Who responds with people's elbow. Oh, goes for a mousetrap of her own, but Bayonetta able to kick out at one. Oh, Bayonetta missing the drop kick. Oh, Sailor Moon able to shake out of there. Oh, but Bayonetta drops her with another pile driver. Oh, Sailor Moon was doing a good job showing some good ring generalship and stopping herself, but gets caught in a weave snatcher right in the middle of the ring. Oh, but Sailor Moon's able to shake it off. Oh, Bayonetta just going for the taunt into the roll-up. Only good for a 2 count. Ooh, and another dragon screw. Sailor Moon starting to try and work the leg of Bayonetta. Try and slow her down. Ooh, and another Hurricane Rana from Sailor Moon. Ooh, big elbow. Bayonetta taking a lot of punishment right now from the young upstart.
Come on.
Oh, but he's still stacking on those pile drivers. Really trying to target the head and disorient and Sailor Moon. Oh, and doing a good job of appealing to the crown. Ooh, it's a Judas effect to the back of Sailor Moon's head. Uh-oh. And a vertebreaker from a Bayonetta.
Oh, God.
It's only good for a near fall. Sailor Moon is being taken into some deep waters right now. Oh, but some nice defense from Sailor Moon. Responds to the big elbow. Ooh, but those head drops are starting to catch up to her. She misses the drop kick and eats another DDT from Bayonetta. Oh, but Sailor Moon catches Bayonetta with the drop toe hold. Goes for the quick roll up. Bayonetta kicks out at 1. Ooh, and just Sailor Moon absolutely just getting struck by Bayonetta. Oh, Sailor Moon trying to go for another roll up, but Bayonetta able to get out of there. Ooh, into the Sister Abigail. Into the crucifix. Only good for a 2 count. Now the ladies are just swinging fists. Ooh, and Sailor Moon with a rolling thunder. But Bayonetta responds with a rolling thunder of her own.
Bayonetta's been able to keep up. She's looking tired, but she's still able to keep up.
And another Sister Isabel. Little move she picked up from former Future Femme Fatale teammate, doing another dragon screw onto the leg of Bayonetta. Oh, and Bayonetta outside of the ring. Oh, but quickly gets back in there. Bayonetta drops Sailor Moon with a power slam. Bayonetta still showing that she's unfazed. Ooh, but Sailor Moon responds with a belly to belly. Ooh, into a roundhouse to the back of the head. Nice shoulder check. Ooh, it catches Bayonetta in a weave snatcher of her own. Oh, Bayonetta able to shake Sailor Moon off. Ooh, and another belly to belly from Sailor Moon, who goes up into a flying Judas effect. And another spinning roundhouse. Shoulder check. Uh-oh. She's telling people, dial up, and oh no! Bayonetta counters with a cutter. Oh, but Sailor Moon responds with a mousetrap. And Bayonetta kicks out at 2. Oh, but a nice reversal from Sailor Moon. And a nice reversal from Bayonetta. And a third Sister Isabel. Oh, Bayonetta's going up. And Bayonetta lands a Judas effect of her own. Holy shit. This is a straight up anything you can do, I can do better match. And Sailor Moon lands the Sailor Moonsault.
And we have a new champion.
Is it. Gone are the days that she is just a prospect. Sailor Moon is your new 3KB champion. Ooh, that was a hell of a match too.
Yeah, it was really great to see it go on like that.
Oh my god, the fact it got to the point they were just nailing like the same moves each were doing just to one-up one another. Oh, just chef's kiss ring psychology. You love to see it.
I mean, the thing is that like, it's not like their movesets are, you know, that similar, but when you have such athleticism and flexibility on display, you can't help but show it off.
Of course. And especially with such like with such a proving statement of a match as, you know, as this one was, especially for Sailor Moon's career.
Yeah, you know, she definitely needed that, and I mean, she was a pretty solid undercard champion, but now
now she's moved up, and that's what we want with the undercard, right? It's a good starting off point for people to eventually go up to much bigger and much better things.
Of course.
And hopefully she can repeat that undercard success, you know, with her run with the 3KB belt.
And up next, we have the team of the Mama's Boys versus B8 and Dino students.
All right, you know, this again it's a non-title match, but this is a match about pride. This is a match about trying to see, you know, trying to just keep the other team from getting in the way of just the big trios match. And coming in first is I guess. All right, Single's cool. Starting things off, just the scout. Austin's
No,
favorite stud.
I fucked up and accidentally said it's individual instead of team.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, he's spry. He's bouncing. He's ready to go. And joining him is RED teammate, the Spy. You know, a man who is shown to be very tactical and very, very dominant, and definitely someone that can be good to temper the young lad. Some might even consider him a sort of male figure of an almost of a certain relationship that might be sort of mentorial, as it were. Some might say familial. Fuck, I'm blanking on the word though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come to me eventually.
Yeah,
Speaking
sure.
of mentorship, here's Dino students being followed in by V8, who is really great. Though his record would not suggest it. So, as it were, while the rest of his teammates that are the Trios champions are taking this, Dino is probably taking a little more of a one-on-one tutoring session with the young lad. Oh, starting things off. He tying up. Oh, targeting the eyes of... Ooh, nice drop to hold. Also, I just saw the other thing. I just realized something. It was B6 who wasn't the Trios. B8 was. Whoops. I'm sure it's fine.
We'll just pretend it's B6. I can't tell any difference between them.
It's fine. There was a wardrobe malfunction. Ooh, and some big kicks from the Spy. It was just a wardrobe. There was probably a wardrobe malfunction. Somebody probably used the wrong detergent on B6's stuff, so he's just borrowing B8's spare clothes. Ooh, big swing in from Dino's students. Oh, but Scout able to respond. Also, don't mind me. I'm not double checking the old tapes to just see if we really fucked this up or if we got this right. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.
Balls on stream.
Balls on, or is it, well, I will get back to you as to whether or not this is a balls on stream situation or not.
Spy tagged in.
Go. Where is it? Here we go.
Spy's putting in a lot of those
No!
CQC moves.
No, I got it right. I didn't fuck it up. It was B3, B6, and B12 that were the trios.
Yes,
B8
because
was
they
the
were.
zero.
Yeah, because they were. We
The ones with the best record.
Yeah, no, and multiples of 3.
That is true. It was multiples of 3. Oh, Spy getting flung, and now B8 approaching menacingly. Oh, the Spy able to get out of there, tagging in the Scout. So don't worry. There was no wardrobe malfunction. This is in fact B8. We did not mess this up. Oh, now Dino student's getting tagged in as Scout gets slammed into the ropes. Nice snapmare. Oh, and Scout just pounding into the head and now working the legs. Ooh, but Dino student's responding with a fall-away slam. Ooh, and another fall-away slam, keeping Scout in B8 and Dino students' corner. Oh, Scout able to fight out of there, tagging in the Spy. Oh, as the Spy responds, now they're both keeping, what do they have planned? Into a Meltzer driver! Actually, is it? Yeah, fuck it, whatever, close enough.
I mean, I'm sure, like, we could ask David Meltzer himself.
Nice headbutt from the Spy. Oh, and that one went right into the honor roll. Ooh, a big slam from Dino students. Ooh, and a big chop from the Spy, and another one. Oh, and the Spy just absolutely trucking Dinoff Student. Oh, having him wrapped up, but B8's there to break it up.
You know, for someone who does so many flare chops, I really don't see a Spy living the high-flying, limousine-riding, sexual abusing kind of
I'm
life.
sad now. You're right. But goddamn. Oh, and a flying crossbody from the Scout outside of the ring. Oh, Dean better hurry back in there. Otherwise, oh god, the Scout's got a bat. We're all up, they're fucked. Oh, but Dino Student's able to wrestle the bat out of the Scout's hand. Some more just big knuckles to the forehead. Tagging the Spy as B8 gets tagged in as well. Ooh, nice power slam from B8. Ooh, and a low blow onto the Spy. Oh, but Spike catches B8 in a Red Link special. I see Red Link has adjusted to his new team quite well. Some big blows. Oh, B8 getting the better of it though. Getting the Spy back up by the mask. Ooh, into a power slam. Oh, Scout gets caught in a running bulldog. Oh god, Spy brought a sickle into the ring. Again, there is no love lost between these two teammates, or teams, and an assisted power bomb from Mama's Boys. And just hyping up the crowd. Scout getting B8 into a ground and pound, but Dinoff was able to break it up and landing the big boy senton as B8 lands the running bulldog and an elbow drop. B8 retreating into the Dinoff Students. Ooh, and a big fist. Oh, and a dropkick into the knee of the Scout. Ooh, and a big slam from Dinoff Students. Oh, into the sit-out choke slam. But Spy's there to break it up. Oh, now B8 and the Spy are squaring up. We went to a brainbuster. Oh, nice maneuver from the Scout. Oh, but gets reversed by Dinoff Students. Ooh, who responds with a big boot. And Scout responds with a quick fist. Tagging in the Spy, and now Scout's got the sickle. Oh, but Dinoff Students wrestles the weapon out of the Scout's hands. Oh, and hits Spy with a fall-away slam. Now B8 getting tagged in. Oh, Spy going for the quick roll-up, but Dinoff Students is not the legal man. Ooh, and then some vicious judo chops to the side of B8's neck. Goes for the flying splash. Uh-oh. Doomsday device onto the Spy. Oh, he goes for the roll-up. Oh, that's only good for two. Scout trying to get Dinoff Students managed, but gets caught in the neck breaker from, and BA landing the cutter onto the Spy.
That's a close one.
That is a close one. Oh, now both boys just stuck in on the turnbuckles. Oh, lands a cutter onto the Spy. Goes back for a pin. Oh, but Scout able to make the count. Gets hit with a big crossbody slam. Ooh, but B8 gets hit with a swinging neckbreaker from the Spy. And Scout gets tagged in, as does Dinoff Students. Oh, Scout doing a good job. Oh, what's Scout now calling for?
A
Doesn't
punch in
matter
the
because
face.
or just gets punched in the face. Oh, gets hit with the sit-out choke slam. But Spy's there to break it up. And now Scout's targeting the knee of Dinoff Students.
Dinoff Students is a big guy, and you know you get him off his game like that when most of his move list is big power slams. That's gonna fuck up his game considerably.
Scout managing to land and the scattergun dropkick. Oh, what's he got planned now? Ooh, into a big poison Rana. And with the poison Rana, Scout somehow got a mic. Probably saying some fucking expletives, that's for sure. But from the looks of it, the Mama's Boys were able to get the job done. But now, is this going to be a sign of things to come?
Hey,
it's not a 5-star, but it's still in the 90s.
Yeah. Wow. That was a lot of back and forth. And I thought, B8 and Dino students really had it, in there.
Yeah, they were showing really a lot of promise, especially B8 has been showing a tremendous improvement in his offense. Dino students doing a great job, but, again, we talked about this with the Sailor Moon fight. Sometimes the unpredictable is just what you need to get everyone over.
All right, and up next is our tag. Wait, let me double check the card. Yes, the tag team championship. A match that's actually worth something. The Punch Beef Himbo Squad versus the Jonettes.
Sorry, go ahead.
We've already seen Sailor Moon take her step up into the big leagues. Can we see Jonesy Spencerson?
Can we see Jonesy Spencerson and Toadette? This was definitely one of the matches pegged by the fan to, be an absolute just show stealer. Because again, you've got two teams of fan favorites that are hungry, that are dominant, and it's one of those moments. It's one of those matches that it's just like you want to see either of them win, but you also don't want to see either of them lose.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, can't we just all be friends and get along? But then it's like, oh, wait a second, this is a wrestling show. Yeah.
But this is gonna be a phenomenal and absolutely stellar matchup, and I cannot fucking wait, because again, it's what else is there that can be said? It's just a question of can Punch Beef Himbo Squad be able to continue a belt that has been long in the making that they've deserved, or can the Jonettes finally get that perennial bridesmaid label and take home some big gold?
I mean, they do have an opportunity to do it. So, I mean, there's no other way to do it but, get started, and we're going to cut right to the match.
And, of course, it wouldn't be an HCNCW match without some exploding barbed wire.
We love that shit here.
You're damn right we do. He's off big knee from Jonesy Spencerson. Starting to work the arm of Oi, but Oi able to break out of there. Ooh, Jonesy Spencerson winning this test of strength. Oh, but Oi with the snapmare. Oh, now working the arm of Jonesy himself. Some big fists. And Jonesy getting dropped with the power slam. As Oi hooks Jonesy in the Pete special, but Jonesy able to break out of there. Jonesy with a nice power slam. Dragging Oi a little more to the center. Hits the Elizabeth Berkley. As Coils now gets tagged in. And Jonesy gets hit with the assisted powerbomb. As Oi gets him in the walls of Jericho, trying to work the legs a little bit, softening him up for Oi. And so far, Jonesy retreating into Toadette. Ooh, nice suplex from Jonesy onto Coils. And Toadette responds with a thunderous belly-to-belly. Oh, but Coils responding with a gorilla press slam. Oh, and Toadette able to kick out, though. Oh, Coils with a power slam. Toadette still kicking out, though. Ooh, big elbow strike to the jaw of Coils. Toadette, woo, with a big kick to the back of Coils. Oh, now Coils having to tag in Oi. As Oi responds with a snapmare. And now working Toadette into the chicken wing, but Toadette able to reverse out of there. Ooh, but Oi feeds her a belly to belly, and into the Pete special Toadette goes. But Toadette able to break out of there. Oh, into another Peach special, though. But Toadette able to fight Oi out. Oh, tagging in Jonesy. And Toadette responding with a belly-to-belly, keeping Oi in the corner of the Jonettes. And Toadette's the first to get blown up by the C4. Oh, and Jonesy feeding Oi and Elizabeth Berkley. Jonesy doing a good job so far, keeping Oi in the Jonette's corner. Oh, and he has him in the surfing board. But Oi able to still survive. Oh, nice double leg. Working in the heel hook, but Oi able to break out of there. Now tagging Koyos. Ooh, and they land the assisted powerbomb again. And another Walls of Jericho trying to soften up that lower body of Jonesy. Ooh, nice shoulder check from Toadette. Oh, as Jonesy gets gorilla press slam by Koyos. Oh, but Koyos gets hit with a belly-to-belly from Toadette. Ooh, and a nice big knee into Koyos, but Koyos kicks out at 1. Change of blows. Dropping Koyos onto his head.
Toadette coming in like, and I killed Barry too. It was Toadette all along.
Ooh, into just a kitchen sink bump. Oh, but Oi kicking Toadette off. Oh, now working the knee of Toadette. And Toadette is busted open from the C4. Oh, Koyo's doing a good job fighting off the Jonettes. Ooh, big chop from Oi. As Jonesy, he starts maneuvering him, lands the Elizabeth Berkley, working the heel hook in the middle of the ring again. Oh, but Oi able to break out of there. And into another Walls of Jericho. Oh, but Jonesy able to break out. Oh, Toadette there to intervene and throws Oi into the barbed wire. Oh, what does Toadette have planned? Oh, Oi, though, reversing it. As Jonesy reversing the German suplex, Toadette has Oi caught. Jonesy got him in the shoe tackle, but Oi was able to reverse out of there into the chicken wing. Oh, but Toadette kicking him out. Ooh, and Jonesy has the surfing board locked. But Oi able to break out of there. Toadette gets tagged back in, as does Koyos. Some big boots, and another Elizabeth Berkley onto Oi. Ooh, and some big blows from Toadette. Going Oi, drops down. And of course, y'all know the rest. Ooh, but a nice reversal from Koyos. Oh, but Toadette's the first one back up. Tagging in Jonesy. And Koyos responds with some big boots. Ooh, and Jonesy flings Koyos into the barbed wire. Oh, catches him in the Muay Thai clinch. Into another heel hook. Oh, Jonesy using that barbed wire to wall off Oi. As Oi gets hit with a combo of elbows from Toadette. But Koyos able to kick out at 1. Nice drop toe hold. Ooh, and Jonesy putting on the weave snatcher. Once again, using that barbed wire as a wall for Oi. Oh, and Oi lands the Tiger Driver. Oh, but Koyos able to kick out of that knee bar. Oh, Jonesy trying to go for the pin, but Koyos is there to break it up. And a big lariat. Oh, he gets tossed to the outside. Oh, God. Koyos has the light tube. Ooh, and responded with the power bomb. And a big boot from Koyos. And Jonesy's back in, and oh God, he is busted all the way open. Oh, nice belly to back from Toadette.
I'm pretty sure if Jonesy were here, he'd probably say something like, well, you see, the Crimson Mask is always a great deal of a grapple sportsman.
you know, and again, the incredible sportsman as he always is, Jonesy. And Toadette responds with some big elbow combos into Koyos, and Oi still trapped behind that barbed wire wall. You know, that's starting to maybe look like the Jonette's win condition. Pin Koyos right behind that barbed wire, so just Oi is unable to reach. But Koyos still doing a good job being able to kick out. As Jonesy gets dropped with a brain buster. When Toadette gets dropped with a power bomb and a second power bomb. Oh, but Koyos gets hit with the clothesline from Toadette. To a power slam. And some more big elbow combos as Jonesy goes for the pin, but Oi able to get through a break at this time. Well, now the Punch Beef Himbo squad just taking it to Jonesy. Jonesy responds with a nice snapmare, and Koyos with a headbutt, tagging Oi back in. And dropping Jonesy with a power bomb. Oh, what does Oi have planned? Oh, into an Olympic slam onto the side of the ring. Oh, Toadette is mad. And now it's just pandemonium. Ooh, and the Jonette's getting dropped on the outside. Oh no. Is Jonesy not going to be able to beat the count? No.
It's a double elimination.
Oh, it is now up to Toadette and for Koyos. Ooh, and a big, just inside-out lariat from Koyos. But Toadette's still holding strong. Ooh, into a big release German suplex to the outside of the ring. But now this is big. This is huge. Ooh, and a big powerbomb. In the middle of the ring. And the Punch Beef Himbo squad retains.
Oh, wow.
What a double elimination, and again, just at the end of it all, the dream run of RPG Pal's tag team keeps going, and it is a 5-star match. Again, my system works better than this.
Exactly, yeah. So with that, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, I'm going to do the thing where I whore myself out. And yeah, and then we are going to go to the. Ooh, then we got a hell of a match that you want to stick around for. I'm not telling any of you bitches what it is, but it was a very good match. You know, you think if Jonesy Spencerson weren't eliminated, in that double elimination, think it would have. You think the Punch Beef Himbo squad still would have been able to pull it out?
I mean, it's a big question. Unfortunately, they do. Unfortunately, Toadette's weakness seems to show that she doesn't exactly do well in like those big, in those big moments. So I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to tell because at the same time, remember, Boy was also eliminated. So who's to say? Who's to say?
All right, so I'm going to cue the music. I'm going to cut to commercial. Then we going to bail, mopos.
ready? Get ready? Get ready? Get ready? Get ready?
All right, I'm ready. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, and we're back in 3, 2. There we are. Hello, everyone. I'm Rhythm Bastard, and if you have been liking what you've been seeing so far, you can support us by going to my Patreon, patreon.com/RhythmBastard. Lots of cool goodies this month. I am working on a cover of a song. I think that's going to be out on Halloween. Working on a game that's coming along pretty good. There's just a whole bunch of other fun stuff. You can also help build up the roster. I've got Bandcamp shit. I'm actually a little more tired than I anticipated right now. But so we're just going to switch to the full screen data. Hey, how's it going, Ernie?
Hi.
I got coffee and biscotti.
I still got water.
Okay. That's delicious. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I see. We only have. I think it's only you as a viewer, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time going into the full thing. I don't know. I haven't checked the stats in a while. If I still get any traction on the YouTube channel. Either way, I'm a little more tired than I realized. But you know what? I still got enough, and maybe this next match is going to energize us. I'm going to leave it a surprise. Well, never mind. It's Waluigi versus Sora.
Yup. It is a grudge match of grudge matches. Someone's still very bitter about losing his spot in Smash Bros.
Yeah. Then again, was it
So-
ever his to begin with?
Fair, fair. Oh, and a big boot from Waluigi. So once again, this is going to be a big test for Sora right now. You know, he's been up against the likes of Travis Touchdown, you know, Mario and stuff. But can he stand up to like one half of like the scariest like entity to have ever like make its way into hardcore nerdcore wrestling in Waluigi? Ooh, big brainbuster though. So far, the young lad is holding his own. Ooh, but Waluigi reversing that suplex attempt. Ooh, and a dropkick right to the knees. Oh, but Sora responds with a dropkick of his own. Ooh, big fist. Ooh, and a poke to the eyes. And just slamming the Keyblade wielder on the head, but Sora doing a good job trying to reverse. But Waluigi kicks out at one. Now they're going back and forth. Oh, but Sora's back up first. Ooh, and another big drop kick from Sora. But as Waluigi just starts pounding the head and starting to work the leg, but Sora able to break out of there. And a big elbow to the back of the head. Waluigi responds with a sling blade drop toe hold. And just continues to work the leg of Sora. Oh, Sora with the belly to back. Big hit from Sora. Ooh, into a running bulldog. Ooh, but Waluigi responds with a rake to the eyes. And another sling blade drop toe hold. Just circling, literally wave dashing on the body of Sora.
Sometimes you just gotta wave dance on them fools.
Yeah, you know, really just trying to show this is what y'all could have had. Uh-oh. Ooh, and a vicious brainbuster in the middle of the ring. When Waluigi just slides on home into the face of Sora. Oh, but Sora able to kick out at two. Going for the pin again, though. But Sora fighting off Waluigi. Ooh, into a Russian leg sweep. Oh, Sora drops down. Waluigi stops himself, though. But Sora was still in hot pursuit, and another brainbuster. Ooh, and another brainbuster. We went to a flying Hurricane Rana. Oh, but Waluigi's still keeping up. Another big boot to the face of Sora. Ooh, and tossed into the barbed wire. Oh, but Waluigi gets tossed into the barbed wire himself. Oh, and that one went right up the moguls.
Right in the gummy ship.
Oh. Oh, and telling the young man to suck it. No respect from the veteran. Just, oh, God. Waluigi's just bullying Sora at this point. Oh, that's only good for a near fall. Oh, but Sora responds with a vicious drop kick of his own. And another drop kick. Oh, but Waluigi lands a big punch in the face. Ooh, and a vicious uppercut. Oh, but a nice reversal. Into a bulldog. Oh, but Waluigi reverses into the jawbreaker. Just rolling Sora around with a big boot. Oh, and there's the fork!
We were waiting for it.
Oh, oh, it's... Ooh, the Lost in the Wads! Oh, and slides on home into the face of Sora. Oh, this one might be it. No, it's only good for a 2 count.
See, that's because Sora has his friends, and Heart, and the Light, and the Keyblade, and all that shit.
Oh, and into a running bulldog. With a nice big boot. I will say this though, Sora has been soldiering through some vicious offense. Oh, but I think he's found his opening. Uh-oh, what does Sora have in mind now? Oh, and he gets reversed into a sunset into a power bomb. And ring the bell. Waluigi gets his revenge.
You know what? Kudos. At least he has some victory.
You know what? At least he's got something.
Yeah.
Whew.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was fun. And it can only get more fun.
Who, boy, can it only get more fun? Because we have an undercard championship, Fox versus Tactical Raptor. And I'm going to try to go to the, because of course this is Fox, I'm going to see if there's just like the most fucking basic, well, no, I guess a normal match. No frills.
No frills, no nothing.
Just
very-
Fox on Final Destination.
0 items at all.
Exactly.
But
no, go ahead.
there he is. But yeah, but the question is he going to be able? I mean, he's had his fair share of experiences with handling, you know, those of the tactical and reptilian persuasion. You know, what with Star Wolf member Leon Kowalski, or again General Scales and Star Fox Adventure. But he's never really faced anybody like Tactical Raptor though.
Yeah, Tactical Raptor, like he always the support of the lizard people, but not like enough to stand out on his own, not as flamboyant as Yoshi or as not as flamboyant as Yoshi or as powerful as Koyos. So we're gonna see how he fares tonight.
Of course, but again, being sort of the technical side of the lizard people, as well as being close associates with Derek Maslow, he knows a few things. Okay, you were right. This theme Fox. Oh my god, this song fucks so hard.
You know where I found it? I found it because some guy did like a fan script for a mock-up for a Star Fox movie. And he was like, yeah, so anyway, during this big climactic action scene, this is the song that should take place.
Yo, oh my god. Anyways, alright. Hype music aside, let's get back into it. Oh, Fox, going so far so good. Ooh, and a big leg drop from Fox McCloud. Oh, but a Tactical Raptor responds.
I just sent you the script.
Sweet, I will actually read this up. Ooh, nice little hip thrust from Fox McCloud. Oh, but Tactical Raptor still keeping up. Ooh, nice drop toe hold. Oh, going for the pin. Oh, into a Peach special. Well, Fox able to break out of there. Oh, but a big kick to the midsection from Tactical Raptor. And Fox able to kick out, though. Big uppercut into another Peach special. And, I don't know, on the one hand, some might take objection to the sort of no-frills style of matchup that when Fox comes in. But here's the thing, he's in the ring here with Tactical Raptor, somebody who, is very technically gifted. You might not be seeing in like sheer violence, you're going to be just seeing in like very clean, crisp wrestling just like that.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely gonna see a lot more technical wrestling, a lot of ground game, and a lot of kung fu from.
Of course. Oh, going into the crucifix hold. Fox able to get out of there though. Oh, nice shoulder check from Tactical Raptor, who goes for the single leg Boston Crab. Fox able to wiggle out of there. Ooh, nice ankle sweep from Fox McCloud. Into a single leg Boston Crab of his own. Tactical Raptor able to break out of there. Oh, Tactical Raptor responds with Snapmare and starting to work the knee of Fox. Dodging out of the way of Fox's drop kick. Nice drop toe hold. Into the walls of Jericho. Nice power slam from Tactical Raptor, who goes for the pin. But Fox still kicking out. Nice drop toe hold from Fox McCloud. Oh, and gets reversed. Oh, Tactical Raptor quick to get back into the ring. And responding with a brainbuster onto Fox. Oh, well, Fox able to wake back up. And into the walls of Jericho, Fox McCloud goes. Oh, Fox able to shake Tactical Raptor off and drops an Elizabeth Berkley to the back of the head. Oh, into the surfboard, but Tactical Raptor able to break out of there. Responds with a sling blade drop toe hold. Oh, but Fox able to get it out of the walls of Jericho. Ooh, and Fox activating the G diffuser. Well, that was a running bulldog, but on the arm. For the roll up, but Tactical Raptor kicking out of there. But you see what I mean? It's very, very crisp, very, very like beautifully strung together offense. In a monkey flip too. Oh my god. Oh, and catches Tactical Raptor in the rear naked choke.
Must have learned a thing or two from Andros.
We went to another rush combo. Into a surfboard. Oh, but Tactical Raptor responds with an elevated Peach special. But Fox able to slide out of there. Into a regular Peach special. Big uppercut from Tactical Raptor. But Fox able to shake out of there. Ooh, and a big kick to the face. Oh, nice snapmare from Fox. Oh, but gets caught in a sling blade drop toe hold from Tactical Raptor. Oh, tried to go. Oh, for the. Oh God, would that be a dragon? Would that be a dragon in suplex?
I don't know.
I really gotta. I will brush up on my moves soon. I promise. Oh, and Fox with the drop kick. Oh. But Tactical Raptor responds with a drop kick of his own. Oh, but getting caught on a reverse Peach special. And Fox still able to break out of there. Oh, nice reversal from Tactical Raptor, who goes for the bridging German. That is a near fall. Fox needs to be extra careful right now. Oh, goes for another bridging German. Still only good for a near fall.
Thankfully, Fox is able to barrel roll out of that one.
That he was.
Now that I think about it, Tactical Raptor probably looks like one of the, the pilots of the boss ships in Star Fox 64.
He does, doesn't he? Went to a big suplex. Oh, but Fox reversing into the Red Link special. Oh, but Tactical Raptor able to break free. Oh, and Tactical Raptor dropping Fox with a brainbuster.
Ooh, another close one for Tactical Raptor.
Oh, now Fox is activating 20XX. And that is a close one for Fox now. Oh, Tactical Raptor landing another brainbuster. He goes up, goes for the flying crossbody. Is this going to be it? No, that's only good for 2. Oh, and Fox with a snap suplex. Oh, but he misses the Enziguri. That Tactical Raptor landing the drop kick. On reversing the brainbuster from Fox McCloud. Oh, and Fox landing the Northern Lights suplex. That's only good for a near fall.
I'm pretty sure our ref could see it from there.
Oh, nice reversal from Fox. Oh, and a belly to back from Tactical Raptor. Oh, Fox is back up. Driving the knee into the face of Tactical Raptor. You know, really going in for those quick strikes. Oh, but Tactical Raptor able to get some momentum back. Ooh, but a big swinging kick from Fox McCloud. Oh, but Tactical Raptor reversing. And another reversal. Going for the roll-up. Is this going to be it?
Tactical
And
Raptor!
He finally breaks his cold streak. And he is now your undercard champion. And again, and what could only be described as a technical classic.
Oh.
And also, a fantastic match, too.
Wow. I honestly thought Fox had it, but you can see toward the end, Fox was getting a little more winded. You know, he wasn't able to pull off as many big moves as he could. And Tactical Raptor kept coming in with the big slams.
Again, you can't count Tactical Raptor out. Again, he has a good pedigree. He has the tools he needs to win, as he showed tonight. And in a fantastic match, too.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to set up the next match, which is between B12 and RED.
Ooh, this one is going to get nasty, folks. You know, once again, just a little history lesson. Trios champions, B12, just had won their belts off of one of the most exciting and, you know, fan favorite teams and colleagues of RED, the Jilted X's. Only, you know, and now only for, RED to step on up and try and regain those belts back to the Gymposium. And to do so, RED added a new member to the team, you know, where they introduced the hero to the HCNCW universe, Red Link, which, I mean, it's in his name. It was a bit in plain sight, but, you know, you love to see it. They had a fantastic showing in their #1 contendership match, and who knows, will they be able to, you know, put that momentum together and be able to take the trios belts back, or will B12 be able to capitalize maybe that inexperience or use just that sort of trickery and chicanery to put the belts in Slamford Hughes halls and, you know, continue to, you know, do music videos with it and shit.
I think it's going to be more along the lines of like B12 is more cohesive as a unit, but I think Red Link is probably going to end up carrying a lot of it.
That is true. He's more than carried his weight when he first joined up with the gang. But also at the same time, like you said, B12 has been super cohesive, you know, and they're such a wild card team too. It's hard to be able to just properly plan for them, you know?
Right.
But there's really only one way to find out how this goes.
All right, and with that, we start the match and cue it up. All right, they're coming out to Red Link's music. Probably for some good luck.
You know, you got to give RED credit. They've been nothing but accommodating and, you know, very proud of their newest recruit. And, you know, it shows because remember, Red Link himself has a very good pedigree, you know. Former 3KB champion, you know, has always been in there in the title contention. But here comes their opponents, the Trios champions. I still can't believe I have to say that. B12. It's gonna be exciting. What I'm most excited to see is just seeing Heavy and B3 squared up. Because if it's anything like when Heavy and Meowscles squared up, it's gonna be some big old Hossy violence. You know, big men slapping meat.
Yep.
Oh, but Red Link wanting to start things off though. Oh, but gets caught in the camel clutch, but Red Link able to shake it off. Ooh, into the Peach special. Oh, but B3 fighting Red Link off. Pulling him into the corner. Into another Peach special.
I forgot to turn the landmines on, but these are still elimination rules.
Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. Oh, Red Link kicking out at the 1 count. Now tagging in the Demo Man. As B12 gets tagged in, and just the chorus of boos rain down.
Ooh.
Big fist from Demo. Oh, he's back up though. So far, B12 and Demo Man have been exchanging blows. B12 tagging in B6. Big uppercut. Now they're going back and forth. Oh, but B6 getting the better of it. Landing the leg drop. And now Demo tagging in the heavy weapons guy. Ooh, and B6 just glitching out of the ring. Okay, cool. Oh, but Heavy responds with a big knee. Just not budging. Oh, but gets a big boot from B6. As Heavy responds with a nice snapmare. Doing a big slam, but B6 able to fight the Heavy off. Oh, B6 drops down. I'm not gonna keep saying it. Y'all already know. And now Red Link and B3 get tagged in. As Heavy weapons guy starts clearing things out. Oh, but B6 saving B3 from the leg triangle show. Oh, now Red Link really trying to work that arm of B3, but B3 able to fight him off. Oh, and a big slam from B3. That'll knock the wind out of you. Oh, but the roll-up was not enough for Red Link. And now comes in the heavy weapons guy. It is time for some meat slapping, boys and girls and non-binary people.
Yep.
Look
Guys,
at
gals,
that
non-binary
meat
pals.
slapping. Look at just... that is just some good beef on beef action. Oh, and heavy weapons guy gets hit with a double clothesline. As B3 trying to soften him up. He gets just knocked the fuck out for his troubles. Ooh, and a big spine buster from Heavy. Who goes for the big boy splash, but B6 able to kick out. Now tagging in the Demo Man. Ooh, who gets lariated out of his boots. Oh, and gets hit with a running bulldog. Oh, getting him turned around. As Demo Man buries his boot into the face of B6. Oh, but he misses a diving fist. Oh, but Demo Man able to recover well. Oh, but gets dropped with a big brainbuster. As B12 gets tagged back in. And heavy weapons guy gets tagged back in too. Oh, and now B6 and Demoman still going after one another. Oh, and B12 going for the elbow drop. As Heavy goes for the ground and pound as B12 lands. Ooh, those body blows are going to do some damage. Oh, but B3 held the Heavy down. As now B12 starts stomping at the midsection. Here comes the rest of RED to aid the Heavy. As B12 gets caught in a triangle, in a leg triangle choke from Red Link. Oh, Heavy with a nice reversal. Oh, and some just swinging some big meat. As Heavy just sits down on the face of B12, giving him a taste of his own medicine. And now everyone is just back in. Ooh, vicious slap from B12 as B6 gets tagged back in. Oh, but Heavy responds with the belly to belly. But B12 lands the cutter. Oh, but Heavy able to dive out of the way, tagging Red Link. And Red Link responding. But what's he got planned? I guess nothing. Never mind. Just getting a piggyback ride. Cool. Oh, now RED is focusing in on B6, but the rest of B12 is starting to focus in on Red Link. Oh, and Red Link missed that elbow drop, and now the rest of B12 are starting to soften him up. And now dragging Red Link outside of the ring. Red Link's taking the fight to B12. Oh, now made it back into the ring. As Red Link goes up, lands the single knee drop. Goes for the pin, but B12's there to break it up. You know, I will say this though, RED should be concerned with just like how little time B3's getting. He's just waiting there, resting up, and he is absolutely the owner of B12 Elb right now. Oh, Red Link able to survive. Ooh, and a nice stall brainbuster from Demoman. And now here comes B3. As Red Link eats a side beam from B12. Oh, but Heavy holds down B12. As Red Link focuses in on B3. And going for the pin right away. But able to kick out of that one. Ooh, and Demoman eats a big jawbreaker. Oh, but Heavy hits the power bomb. Oh, that's only good for a near fall, though. Oh, Heavy's going up. Oh, he lands a big body splash. Only good for a 2 count, though. And Red Link eats a double drop kick from the rest of B12. Oh, Heavy's getting mad. Oh, but B3 able to respond. When Heavy gets tossed outside of the ring. Oh shit, Heavy's got a bat. Oh, B3 responds with a sit-out powerbomb. Oh, but Heavy able to break out of there. It is just absolutely pandemonium. Bodies are all over the floor. Red Link just got chokeslammed. Devilman's the legal man as is B12. And B3 just slams Demoman onto the Heavy. And B12 just targeting the leg of Demoman. Oh, and an atomic drop right onto the Demoman. Oh, but Demoman's still up and about and lands the stall brainbuster. Ooh, into a big face plant. Oh, but B6 able to break it up. Oh, but Demoman taking B12 over his knee. Goes for the running splash, but the rest of B12 able to save B12. Oh, nice blue thunder bomb from Heavy. Oh, into another flying cross body, but the rest of B12 are there to break it up.
Yeah, that's the problem is that there's always, like, it's still this early in the match, there are plenty of reinforcements.
That there are. And Beatov has been especially good with just being able to reinforce one another. Ooh, and Heavy barely gets brainbustered on top of Demo. Oh, and Heavy just trucking through B6, but B6 responds with a clothesline. Oh, and then Heavy just beating B6 some teeth. Oh, and a big double axe handle. And a fist drop. And Heavy responds with a sit-out powerbomb. And B6 is eliminated.
Now we're going to start to see the numbers game work in RED's favor.
B3 is eliminated. It is all down to B12 right now. Oh, and it is not looking good for him. Oh, Heavy comes down with a single fist drop, tagging in the Demo Man, who also glitches through the ring. Don't worry about it. Oh, the B12 goes up with the Avalanche Senton. Oh, and Demo Man has to tap. Oh, but Red Leg goes for the roll up. And with the roll up, RED takes back for the trios. Well, not the same
They're
version.
the Trios champions now, yay!
Yeah. And it's a 5-star match too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Actually, I think this ties for most 5-star matches in the pay-per-view.
I think it's up there. It's definitely up there. You can
No.
you would know more than any, or you keep track better than anybody.
Because I think May-per-view was the one that was at 3, and I think this was 3 because it was Mario Luigi, it was the Mama's Boys, and now it was this.
Yeah.
So, can we beat the record with this next match? It's gonna be close because we've got Kier versus Amy fucking Rose.
Hold on, let me. Well, fuck it. I'll leave my jacket 'cause it's getting kind of hot. But yeah, I am. Whew. This, let me just take a quick look at the card tonight, because if I do believe so, I think almost every title has changed hands except the tag team titles.
Let me double check. It has. Oh, but is it going to happen tonight though with the big belt?
That's to be determined.
Yeah, can we break the HCNCW pay-per-view record of most 5-star matches is in a single card? Will Kier continue his reign? Or is it going to be the fucking era of Amy?
I don't know, but after, Thrash Panda was the People's Champion for so long, then the Awoken came with the Uprising, and Would You Rather Bot was the man to beat, the bot to beat rather, and then Kier came along. So I think if we have a lot of volatility in the Hardcore Nerdcore Championship Wrestling, I feel good about that because that means I didn't fuck anything up.
Of course, and also it's just because with Kier, he took his time. He had his moments to rest up on the injury, observe, look at the Awoken's patterns and stuff. He studied. He came ready. He came prepared. Kier is a very smart champion. But at the same time, I don't know what you can do to prepare for Amy Rose.
Pray. Sacrifice to go to Satan. Be like, dear Satan, give me strength. Make me hella swole for this next match.
Or I guess D&D's Satan equivalent?
There's like a lot of fucking Satan equivalents. I don't know. Bardic Inspiration. Get Bardic some Bardic Inspiration.
get some inspiring words from Navanya.
Yep, Navanya is the only one who has taken levels in Bard.
And here comes Amy Rose with one of the most illegal songs in hardcore nerdcore wrestling history. But not to be outdone by the Dandy Warforged, the Would You Rather Bot Slayer, God, I'm trying to think of a good one for like the Awoken. The Annihilator of the Awoken. But it's going to be a hell of a test for him. But as this is going to be a hell of a test for Amy. And also, nice to see referee Yubi back. Glad Alistair moved to New York went well.
Yeah, that's was like we were able to bring them here for a match, and I think it's a manageable schedule.
Of course. Nice drop to hold from Kier into a snapmare. So Kier doing a good job neutralizing Amy and sort of leading the dance here. Nice drop toe hold. But see what I mean? Kier prepared. Kier studied. Kier is being smart about this. Trying to pick moments. Not trying to focus so much on just trying to do big damage off the bat. Just focusing on taking right moments and being able to capitalize. Ooh, and just absolutely trucking Amy and starting to work the leg of Amy. Oh, nice drop to hold onto Amy. Another drop to hold onto Amy. Oh. Amy was ensnared, but Amy able to break out of that. Oh, Amy able to respond on with a Falcon Arrow. And another Falcon Arrow. Oh, now driving the knees into the head of Kier. And a third Falcon Arrow. Oh, but Kier not slowing down. Getting Amy in a single leg Boston Crab. Big slam from Kier. Still working the leg of Amy. Really playing a very strategic and methodical game right now. Oh, Kier's back up. Now into a reverse speed special. Amy able to fight out of it. Oh, Amy opting not to go through with the run. Oh, but a nice reversal from Kier with the dragon screw onto the leg of Amy. What a big elbow. And now Amy getting ensnared once again. Oh, but Amy responding with some ground and pound. But you're able to shake her off. With another drop to hold onto Amy. Oh, but Amy goes up. Into the flying elbow. That's only good for a 2 count.
She's going to be as reckless as possible, which probably works for a Warforged, I guess. I don't know. They do have hit points, so they're not constructs.
Again, with the only counterpoint being that, again, Warlocks and Casters don't exactly do well with DPSs like Barbarians. Oh, into the giant swing! Oh, Amy just showing off the strength. Ooh, into a running bulldog. Oh, but that early damage, it is starting to take a bit of its toll on Amy. And here responding with a snapmare. Trying to go for the pin. But Amy able to kick out. Nice arm drag. And now driving the knees into Kier's head again. Kier able to roll out of it. Oh, and drops Amy with a brain buster. Oh, Amy able to reach the ropes from the reverse peak special. Into a Booker's T scissor kick. Oh, but Kier able to kick out of there. Another brain buster. Oh, Kier gets tossed to the outside. Oh, and Amy with the double axe handle. And oh god, she's got her hammer.
Kier's in no man's land.
Oh, but Kier able to dodge out of the way. Oh, and shoulder checking Amy. Oh, and Amy responds with a burning hammer. Oh, picking the sledgehammer back up. Oh, Kier needs to watch out. She's proficient in that.
Sure.
Kier,
Sure.
Kier,
Sure.
Kier,
Sure.
Kier. Come
Sure.
on. Oh, nice reversal from Amy with a double axe handle. Ooh, and a big sledgehammer swing from Amy again. But Kier responds with a belly to back. Going back for the pin again. But Amy's still kicking out. Oh, and drops Amy right on top of that hammer. Oh, into a Northern Lights suplex on top of the sledgehammer. Oh, but that's only good for a near fall. Well, now both competitors are going. And Amy with a discus clothesline. Into a people's elbow. Oh, but Kier going for a roll-up. And with the with the roll-up, Kier was able to outwit and outsmart and retain the HCNCW belt.
Heavy is the crown. Long may he reign.
Indeed.
I mean, not the best match, but like you have to assume, you know, Amy was going so hard, so fast, it was impossible. You know, it's impossible.
Yeah, and at the same time, you know, when you're the thing is, I told you, with Kier, he's a lot smarter. He plays things smart now, and sometimes having to play smart means you don't exactly go with the flashiest or the most exciting ways. You know, sometimes you just need to get the job done.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna mark that off as a win for Kier. How much leg do you think Kier has as a champion?
I don't know, but if he's able to pull that off with Amy, what's to say? You know, I will say this though, to any challengers trying to step up to Kier's crown, realize you can't just come in there and try and brute force it. He is too smart. He knows how to counter you.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what you got for working with Zentarum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is interesting. So, of all of the people that have had more than 10 matches, we have a 4-way tie for the best average record.
Really?
Yeah, at 66 2/3%. Bayonetta, Kier, Knight, and Waluigi.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And here's another fun fact. Mario and Luigi have the same percentage. The exact same percentage.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Woo, hoo, hoo. Now that's exciting.
Yeah, and after losing his title, B8 slips behind Ron DeSantis for the worst record, percentage-wise.
Ooh, that's a rough one, buddy.
Yeah. But as we always do, I'm going to go take a quick peek for someone to raid. And, I mean, we're going to see you all next week. I don't know what we're doing for our show for at Anime EY. I, like a dumbass, also like accidentally volunteered to have some do some like fastest first stuff during that time. But I mean, I'll see what's expected of me and you know, see if I can manage it. Otherwise, I mean, it's not like it's stuff. It's not hosting. It's like chat mod and social media.
Look, just do whatever you can, man.
Yeah,
don't want to burn yourself out too much.
Yeah, and plus I don't want to like detract from my thing. So, but I'll mention
Of course.
all of that off stream. Think I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna raid a Fox in Space show. It is the guy working on the animated show A Fox in Space, and figured, you know what? We're gonna show him some love. I don't think any of my friends are. Let's see. Actually, no. We're gonna rate someone a little smaller. We're gonna rate Mistaken, but we're gonna rate my buddy Mistaken. He's currently playing some Metroid Dread. So.
Okay.
Oh shit, Zach, 2021-25. Thank you for the follow. You're gonna go see
Hey.
Mistaken now. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye.